Elon Musk and Bill Gates use this technique. Why aren't you? They get the same 24 hours as everyone else. But somehow they are way ahead because they actually know what to do with their time. They extract the most out of it through time blocking. Before we dive in, stay with me until the end. I'll reveal the one mistake most people make when trying to use time blocking and how to avoid it. Mindset shift. Own your time. Before you even learn this method, pause for a second, sit with yourself, and really come to terms with this one thing. You have control over your time. Most people don't realize that. They just go through the day reacting to whatever pops up. But the truth is, even if you're working a job, staying at home, studying, no one controls your time but you. You decide what you do. You decide what to say yes or no to. You might feel stuck in a routine, but you're not. You're just letting the day run you instead of the other way around. That needs to stop. The moment you switch that mindset, when you start owning your time, not borrowing it from others, you win. You have 24 hours. Own every single one of them. That's where real productivity starts. And time blocking is your tool here. What is time blocking? Time blocking literally means blocking out chunks of time in your day for specific tasks. This is not like making a to-do list. In time blocking, you give each task its own time slot. Like 9 to 10 is for emails, and 10 to 11 is for writing. In a way, you make appointments with yourself. This is similar to time boxing, but don't mix them up. Time blocking means you decide when you will do something, and you stick to that block. If the task is not done by the end of the block, you cannot do anything about it. You just move on because that time is up. Time boxing, on the other hand, is more about getting a task done within a certain amount of time, even if you have to spill over. You start with the same intention, like, I'll write for 1 hour, but if it takes longer, you stretch it out. The goal in this technique is completion, not the clock. Now, personally, I don't like time boxing, especially if you are someone who gets distracted, overthinks, or takes way too long on simple tasks. You will start pushing one task into the next, and by the end of the day, your whole plan is trashed. But if you go with time blocking, when the clock strikes, it is over. That block is done, and you move on. So this creates urgency. Your brain sees a clear boundary, and it triggers focus. This creates a mini deadline, and humans work really well under those. This works because your brain is chasing dopamine, which is the reward chemical. When you finish something, you get that little hit. But when you don't let yourself finish, your brain gets irritated. That unfinished task is still there, so it wants that dopamine release it didn't get. So next time you sit down to work, your brain is already wired to want to finish. It remembers that feeling of being cut off, and it is more motivated to stay on task and wrap it up. Over time, you build stronger focus, better discipline, and way less mental clutter. In the beginning, you're going to leave some tasks unfinished. That's just how it goes. Maybe you were cleaning up your files, writing something, or replying to messages, and then the time block ends. But you have to stop. Even if you are mid-task, you stop. That's the rule. If that happens, plan to continue it tomorrow. That's how you stay in control of your time. You don't let one thing take over the rest of your day. Now, if the task is important, like it has to be done today, then yes, you can move things around. You look at your schedule, find a task that's not urgent, and shift that to tomorrow. You borrow one block of an unimportant task and use that time to finish the important thing. However, and this is important, you must finish it in the new block. Don't move it again. If you keep shifting tasks, you will lose control of your whole schedule. Then you are just back to being all over the place. So basically, time blocking means you do something within a set time, and when that time is up, you move on. Time boxing means you work on something until it's done, even if it spills over. Personally, I recommend time blocking. It trains your focus and reduces overwhelm. Why time blocking works? This technique works because it creates urgency and builds focus. It's like a mini deadline. Your brain loves finishing things. It's chasing that sweet dopamine hit. When tasks get cut off or dragged, you feel unsettled. But when you finish inside the block, your brain rewards you. Over time, that builds discipline, mental clarity, and confidence. Before we move on, if you're enjoying this so far, click the subscribe button for more content like this. New videos every week on productivity, digital detox, and intentional living. How to time block. So now that you know what time blocking is, let's talk about how to actually do it. Every day or the night before, look at everything you need to do. Not just the big tasks, you have to add everything. Even something as small as washing the dishes or taking out the trash. If it takes your time, it needs to be on the planner. Once you have your list, sort the tasks by how long they will take and how important they are. Big, important tasks like writing a report, attending a class, or preparing for a meeting have to be in a 1-hour block. If the task is smaller, like replying to emails or checking updates, give it 30 minutes. And quick things like brushing your teeth, making your bed, or prepping a snack should have a 15-minute block. Routines count too. If you work out in the morning or journal before bed, that needs a time block. Don't skip it just because you do it every day. Give yourself 10 to 15 minutes between tasks to breathe, stretch, or deal with surprises. It will also keep your schedule from falling apart if one thing takes a bit longer than expected. You can plan your blocks in a notebook, but the better thing is to use a digital calendar like Google Calendar. This is because you will always be able to quickly adjust or change your blocks if you need to. If you want to go the extra mile, you should use color coding. It may seem simple and unimportant, but don't underestimate how powerful it can be. Let's say you assign a specific color to each type of task, maybe blue for work, red for meetings, green for health, yellow for personal time, and so on. Now, when you look at your calendar, you will immediately know what your day looks like without reading every single block. You see, your brain processes color faster than text. It helps you scan and understand information in seconds. Over time, your mind starts linking each color with a specific task type, making it easier to focus and stay on track. It reduces mental effort and makes your planner feel less overwhelming. You can use adjacent blocks for tasks under the same color codes together, so your brain stays in the same mode longer. You stay in one zone. Here's what ruins time blocking for most people. They try to plan the entire week in advance. I really want to call it out because it ruins the whole system. They try to plan their entire week all at once. This might seem productive, but really it's not. If you do this, you will either feel overwhelmed just looking at that packed schedule, or you might start pushing tasks from one day to the next. And then by day 7, you will have a monster of a schedule and zero motivation to follow it. It feels productive, but it backfires. You end up overwhelmed or shuffling tasks endlessly. That defeats the whole point of time blocking. The solution: only plan one day at a time, or max 2. It keeps things simple and keeps your energy focused. Also, I have heard some people say time blocking doesn't work for them. They say that they end up moving everything around anyway, so what's the point? Let me tell you what they do wrong. They don't match the right tasks with the right time blocks. Everyone has different energy levels during the day. Some people are sharp in the morning, others at night. So you have to plan around your rhythm. Find out what are your high-focus hours, or when you are the most productive, and then block your most important tasks there. And then save low-energy time for easy tasks like checking emails or organizing files. This is how you stop fighting your body and start working with it. So, what other productivity hacks do you use to structure your day? Drop them in the comments. I'd love to hear. Want to go even deeper? Download my free 7-day digital detox guide. It's packed with simple steps to help you reduce screen time, boost focus, and reclaim control of your day. You'll find the link in the description in a pinned comment below. It's the perfect companion to time blocking if you're serious about cutting digital distractions and getting more done. And before you go, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content to help you focus better, work smarter, and live with intention. See you in the next one.